Hi guys. Today I want to talk about straightening my hair and how long it takes, how can you speed up the process, how can you make sure you don't miss any chunks of hair and have like one random wavy section when the rest of your hair is straight. So the first step I would do is I would wash it the night before. That's just me. I like to shower at night. I wash it the night before and then just let it air dry and fall asleep whenever I fall asleep. In the morning, I would spray a thermal protectant spray or maybe a protecting serum. John Frieda makes some good ones. A lot of other brands have them too. I'm sure you can find them from like Thermosilk or whatever. Maybe an anti-breakage thing or a straightening balm, whatever. It depends on your hair texture, like how much help you need keeping you straight. You can use a thermal setting spray. You can use thermal activating, whatever. But basically, you want a heat protectant that's going to protect your hair from the heat you're about to apply to it. The next step I do is I section it off because I don't want to miss any sections and I want to be able to get in and get out and get it done, right? So I separate my hair into four. I just have little dollar store like clips, jaw clip thingies. We've all used these in the past. Just easy little clips. So the first section would be this bottom section. And this is just like from the ear line and sort of below, just the lowest section. I did one section here on one side of my head, one section in the center, and then one section here. That's it. Twist them up, get them out of the way. That doesn't matter if they're pretty. So then I take a regular straightening iron. Now I use this one. This is a Remington Wet 2 Style. I've been using this for years, and I have like nicer ones, like the GHD ones. But honestly, this one is like not failed me. I've been using it probably for 5 years, and it's my favorite. So it gets pretty hot. I put it at the hottest setting because ain't nobody got time for that. Just kidding. Nobody wants to sit there and have to run the straightener over their hair 5, 10 times to get it to straighten. I have wavy hair. If you don't have wavy hair and you have very straight hair and you're just doing it to get the polished, very sharply straight hair, you don't need to put it up to 30, the hottest it gets. Some of them are done by temperatures. You don't need to go to 450 degrees. This isn't like baking cookies. You can do it at 300 if your hair will straighten with that. I find my hair is fine, but I also have wavy hair. Anyway, so I just take that, and I'm going to take about 1 inch sections, and I start from the top. Sometimes, even though I'm going to do this all as one section, I'll split it into two, because I want to be able to get close to the root. That's where I have the most waves, so I'm just doing the top part there, and then I'm going to just do the rest real quick. That's it. So I just go through my hair like that. I take one section, I split it into two just to do the top part, because I want to be able to get close to the root, and run it through the rest. There you go. So the next step I'm going to do after I finish this bottom section is I'm going to take down one of the sections from the top, and I'm going to straighten it. And then once I finish that section, I'll take down the next section. So when you need to switch sides, you switch sides. I split it into two, do the top part, and then do the rest. Now this straightener is good because it's called the Wet 2 Style. So I can use it on wet hair or dry hair, and it will do a really good job. So I think that is priceless. I don't typically use it because I take showers at night, so my hair is not usually wet when I'm trying to style it. But if I need to in a bind, I can do that because I find when I blow dry my hair, I don't get the same look. Like I still have waves in my hair, and I don't get the straight polished look. And if I blow dry it, a lot of times it ends up looking kind of frizzy, and that's not cool. Who wants frizzy hair? Come on. All right, so I'm gonna call this bottom section done. And then you can always, in between these sections, before you pull down the next one, you can always pull a mirror and like look at the back of your hair and just make sure it's done. You can also spray it with some kind of a spray that's going to keep the straighten. So after I take down a section, that's why I do it in quarters. So I'm a quarter of the way done now. This is one little section. If you see at the ends, like this is not much hair, right? It's not. But anyway, I just take a section, split it into two, and straighten it. I find my curliest section, the most resistant to straightening, is in the front. Now, some people it might be the back, but or around my ears. That's sometimes the other most. Let's put it in the two. The other most resistant part to straightening. If you don't have curls up at the root of your hair like I do, then you can, by all means, skip that part. I mean, you don't have to. And if you find that like you can't tell what you've straightened or this already straightened stuff is getting in your way, just pull it up and clip it back. You already removed a clip, so you have one sitting in front of you. You might as well use it. I wouldn't recommend using hair scrunchies or like hair ties, elastics for this because if you just straightened it, you're gonna leave a crease in your hair. What I've actually learned too is that, like, as when you're curling your hair, a lot of times what is curling your hair is not that you're keeping it around this hot barrel while it's, and then you just release it and then voila, it's curled. No. What actually is doing it is it has to dry in the curled position, like, or cool down in the curled position. So if you want your curls to last extra long, you can pin them back up into that shape, and then they'll actually hold longer and be more resilient. So if you're putting your hair up and it's cooling in this in that hair tie, like I'm saying, getting it out of the way, if you're letting it cool in that hair tie, it's going to cool with the crease or however you put it. That's just the way it is. That's how your final product is going to look. But if you use a clip and you're quick, did you notice how that was all of maybe 1 minute and my hair is straight? You're not going to have that problem. So I'm going to take the other section down, brush it out. And the reason I wanted to do this with the clock running sort of without pausing too much, so I want you to see that it doesn't take that long. Anyway, so I'm already halfway done, just doing the top. And then I'm going to run it down the rest of my hair. And then I'm just tossing it back. Get it out of the way. I start at the back of the section so that, like I just did, I can just throw it to the back, out of my way. If you start from the front like I did on the other side, you end up having to pin stuff back because it's in your way. You'll learn. Split it into two, do the root. If you don't need to do the root, skip it. Maybe that'll speed up the process, but I need to. As it dries, you can tell I get more and more curl. You see this nice little, what is this thing doing in the front? What is that? Let's take care of that little guy right now. Anyway, so if you have any other recommendations for straightening your hair, if you have other tips, things that you do, please let me know. I'm curious to see how other women balance this part of their life. Now, if you notice, I still had a curl in the front, and that's because I held the straightener from the back towards the front, like this. So if I start from the front, I end up getting that front piece that's really wavy first. So since I did that, I'm just going to pin it back a little and just finish this. This is all that's left, this little tiny piece. So I'll just split that into two. And like I said, if you have any recommendations for how you do your hair and you think it would help me, of course, send it my way. If you have any more questions about like what products you should buy or how to make your straightening last all day, let me know. I do have wavy hair, but I do not have curly hair. So if your hair is super curly, you may require more than just your average straightening spray or something from Frizzies or but I think I'm about done over here. I'm just going to do one last straightening over here. And I'm going to release the last section. And that section that I put up just to get it out of the way. So you can already tell, like my hair is starting to look shinier. I don't know if you can see it, but it's polished. It's got that shiny, polished look. All right, the last section here from the top. And that shouldn't take too long. I hope you guys find this video helpful. You can tell what the finished product is going to look like because 3/4 of my hair is already straightened, so it's not hard to imagine what the rest will look like, seeing as the part that isn't done is in the back. If you can tell, I look like cousin It right now. But I just do that to get the hair out of the way first. There we go. And then I just have a few little strands left. And we should be all good to go. I hope this was helpful for you for straightening your hair and how to get it to stay. At the end of this, you could apply a straightening spray or even just a hairspray, straightening hairspray. If you haven't gone down the hair supply aisle in a while, you might want to do that because you'd be amazed at all the different products that they make now that are very specific to the style that you want. I don't know that all of them are worth the money. They may be gimmicks. But if you wear one style every single day of your life, might not be a bad idea to try out some new products for it because I do make some great formulas now. But if you are like me and you do different styles all the time, maybe it's not worth it to you to spend $20 for curly hair supplies, $20 for wavy hair supplies, $20 on straightening hair supplies. I mean, plus your cabinets get a little full. But if you wear the same style all the time, it's probably worth it to invest and just see. And if they don't work for you, give them to a friend, do a product review so the rest of us don't waste our money. But when you do one, make sure you describe how your hair is. Like my hair is fine but wavy. So that if you say this is really bad stuff, I don't like this product, maybe it's just because your hair is really thick and it doesn't penetrate it. Or maybe it's because you have, really over dyed, over processed hair and it's really thin or whatever. So please let me know what products you use, what kind of hair you have, and if you like them. If you're looking for any other options, let me know. I'm happy to try out some. Thanks, guys. Bye.